welcome back to the Washington Capitals franchise rebuild episode number 8, I now believe. And we're into year number 3 where we're off to a pretty hot start here, 4-1-0. The dog's going crazy over there. That's all right. But Evgeny Kuznetsov so far, 5 games, 1 goal, 9 assists, 10 points. So he's off to a good start. But it's been a while. So let's take a look at our lines here, see how the team is composed. So we got Alexander Ovechkin, who has 5 goals in 5 games, 7 points, so 8 points so far, 7 penalty minutes. So we got into a fight. We got Evgeny Kuznetsov, and then Dylan Strome, who's actually become a really good player for our team, even though he's only 84 overall. But the +3 morale is definitely going to help him there. On the second line, Sonny Milano, Nick Backstrom, and Tom Wilson. Wilson only has 2 points. Cody Glass, Connor McMichael, and then Connor McBrown, the first name of C's in that line. And then we got Protas, Rasmus Asplund, and then Nick Dowd. Defensively, John Carlson leads the way. But we did get Damon Severson, I believe, in free agents, if I remember correctly. Then we got Kryzov, who honestly just is always a minus. So hopefully this year he can be a little bit better. And then Farabahi and Dmitry Orlov and Alexander Alexiev. And that's one of our young guys that we got in the lineup for the first time. -5, not the best first 5 games in the NHL, but he is more of a defensive guy. He's not going to be scoring goals and getting points for us. And then in the cage, of course, Darcy Kemper and Charlie Lindgren. In the minors, though, we have Dylan Ferguson and then Anunin. And then anyone that we're trying to grow here that we want to... I guess we could just highlight Lapierre. He should potentially make the roster next year. 76 overall, top 6 potential at only 21 years old. Remember when they used to do the stars, like 3.5 stars, 4 stars, red star, yellow star, green star? Those were the good old days. But that's really it for prospects wise. We don't have anyone else too crazy that we're trying to develop to come up. Riley Suter, not terrible, but 75 at 24 years old. Not really gonna be a superstar for us. But this year, we're going to go through, or this video, we're going through the entire year. I think we're going to be a playoff team here, but who knows. We're listed as sellers. I don't know how we are listed as sellers, but we are definitely not sellers. So, you know what? I just want to see what the trade value of our first round pick is since we are listed as sellers. Pretty high. Like, we could probably get a player back in return. I want to keep a first round pick, but... what does Ottawa have? Shabbat, Tutu. Who's this McLean guy? A defenseman? I mean, that would be nice. Like, I would trade my first round pick for that guy. I don't think that would go through, but yeah, trade rejected. But something like that, like, I would make that any day. Ooh, what? 16th overall. This guy's going to be good. You know what? Just, let's, this probably wouldn't happen in real life, but... what if I gave you a 4th on top of that? No, not even close, eh? I feel like if you want to get that, it's got to be like something crazy. Yeah, okay. We would not be able to get this guy. It's not going to go through either, but that would be a good player to grab. But let's get into the simulation here. We got the Washington Capitals versus the Edmonton Oilers. Both teams only 1 regulation loss on the year. Let's see who gets it done. It is at Capital One Arena, though, so we do have home ice advantage. And is this the year Ovechkin gets, like, 75 goals? First period, Sonny Milano gets 1 past Jack Campbell on the power play. Shots 17-7 for your beloved Washington Capitals. Second period, what a huge period. Ovechkin scores 2. Severson gets a goal. Sonny Milano gets his second game. And Kryzov, okay, I like to see that after a rough last year for him. I need to see him score some goals. But a 6-2 lead in the third period. Power play for the Edmonton Oilers. They are unable to get back into the game. And we haven't seen Connor McDavid's name as Alexander Ovechkin completes the hat trick to make it 7-2, as this was an absolute stomping, which I love to see. Let's go take a look at the Washington stats here. Sonny Milano, 3 points. Kuznetsov adds 3 points as well. Tom Wilson, 3 points. Ovi with 3 goals on 9 shots. Backstrom, 2 points. Kryzov, everyone. Now, there you go. Alexander Alexiev scores his first career point it's an assist, doesn't get the goal, but that's okay. John Carlson, 7 shots. Severson with a goal. Who didn't do anything? And then Farabahi somehow is a minus player in this blowout game, but I don't mind that. 3 stars, Ovi, Milano, and Tom Wilson. Okay, so not bad. You know, I want to kind of slow sim another one. 7, is it 7? Oh, what is this? No. We don't want Brian Dumoulin on our team. 6-1 after this game, hopefully. Look at Kuznetsov go. 12 assists in 6 games, 13 points. First period, Nick Backstrom and Dylan Larkin. This time we're still on home ice. Second period, Asplund and Connor McMichael. So we're getting a little bit of depth scoring here, but 3-3, headed into the third period, and Matt Barzal breaks the tie as he gets one past Kemper. But it is the greatest goal scorer of all time, Alexander Ovechkin, who answers back to tie it at 4. And his dynamic duo, Nick Backstrom, scores his second of the game as Washington puts up 5 goals. Can we hold on here? 1 minute, and there it is. Another win for the Washington Capitals as Milano once again has a good game. Kryzov, okay, another good game from Kryzov. Backstrom, who was not good. Everyone's kind of just putting in points here, which I love to see. Farabahi was not a minus this time, thankfully. 3 stars, we have Backstrom, Milano, and Kryzov. Not bad. 6-1 now. Kuznetsov at 14 points. We gotta slow some another one. We're on a roll here. I didn't mean to have the intro this long, but Pittsburgh 6-2, Washington 6-1. We are on home ice for the 3rd straight game here. First period, Ovi versus Crosby, and Ovi strikes first. And then we get John Carlson and Connor McMichael, who's been pretty good too. They get one from Fortier. So Ovi, I mean, you didn't score last game, so you got to score a hat trick this game. It's just the way it goes. Second period, still 3-1, heading into the third period. Got a 2-goal lead over Tristan Jarry, Sidney Crosby, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Can we hold on? We've been scoring a lot of goals, too. Come on. Score a couple more, guys. Score a couple more. A 3-1. Honestly, the 3-1 victory is the ugliest victory in hockey, in my opinion. 3-1 is an ugly number, but thank God Connor McMichael, who has been on fire, scores another goal. We just gotta keep going until we lose. I feel like that's what's gonna happen here. Connor McMichael, 2 goals. Darcy Kemper, 3rd star. John Carlson, 2nd star. 7-1 now. 7-1. The Ottawa Senators want our backup goaltender in the minors. We're not gonna make that trade for a 3rd round pick, and they wanted a 3rd round pick from us. All right. So we got another team with only 1 regulation loss, the Nashville Predators, but on home ice once again. Are we on home ice this whole year? First period, 1-1. Connor McMichael again. Is he like, what is this? Is he a new Connor Sheary just lighting it up? Second period, Evgeny Kuznetsov scores his 2nd goal of the year. They get it back with Granlund, and we're headed into the third period at a 2-2 game. We're out shooting the Nashville Predators 27-24. Power play. Ovi can't get one through as of yet. There it is. Rasmus Asplund, the 4th line beauty from free agency, scores to put the team ahead by 1 goal. And is that going to continue our win streak? It will. Once again, another victory for the Washington Capitals. Darcy Kemper, John Carlson. So through this simulation, I think our 3 best players have been Darcy Kemper, 1, if we count him. 2, John Carlson. 3, Connor McMichael. Ovi's probably up there too, but holy, Connor McMichael is having a career here. And for the first time in these slow simulations, we're finally on the road now. So this should be interesting. First period, 0-0 shots, 12-9 in favor of the Colorado Avalanche. Second period, Bowen Byram scores his the first goal of the game, and now headed into the third period, Mikko Rantanen. Okay, Nick Dowd answers back right away, so 2-1, we could continue this win streak, but Gabriel Landeskog, Captain Gabe, gets it. Oh no, Gerard gets another one, 4-1, and it looks like our precious win streak is in jeopardy, but Ovi scores. 2 goals in 8 minutes, we can do it. Come on, Ovi, 1 more. Just bring us within 1 with a minute left. That's all we need. Can't do it. Cal McCarr puts the game away as the Colorado Avalanche score 4 goals in the third period to take us down there. But let's go take a look at the stats quickly before we kind of go into the simulation. So Kuznetsov slowed down a little bit, but still over a point per game. Ovi over a goal per game. John Carlson over a point per game. And there it is. Connor McMichael, 10 points in 10 games at 81 overall, where he is playing a solid 15 minutes per game. So not too bad. He is playing the power play. Connor Brown, 10 points. Dylan Strome, 10 points. Nick Backstrom, 9 points. Milano, 6. Kryzov, who's playing pretty well for us, 6 points. But everyone's just kind of chipping in there, which I love to see. And if we go into the entire league, Nathan McKinnon at 22 points, Rantanen 19, McCarr 19. So the top 3 scorers are all on the Colorado Avalanche. Boone Jenner, what a surprise that is, 18 points. Suzuki, Caulfield, Patty Kane, Tony DeAngelo. Okay, let's get into the real simulation here. I'll probably simulate halfway through the year and then catch up with you. And if there's any trades we need to make, that's when we're going to make them. So I'll see you in, 10 minutes for me, 1 second for you. And stop in the simulation 1 day before the trade deadline. And Alexander Ovechkin is absolutely tearing it up. 49 goals in 62 games, 74 points. Pretty impressive if I were to say it so myself. But we are 36, 21, and 5. Let's see how the team is stacking up in our division. So currently in 3rd place in the division, just behind the New Jersey Devils and the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are 47, 13, and 1. And we were one of their real losses, so just throwing it there. Goals for per game, they're scoring 4. We're at 3.98. 3.26 again, so a little bit high there. Power play percentage 25%, penalty kill percentage 82.4, 8 shorthanded goals for them, which is nice. And then home and away, basically identical records, 7 and 3 in our past 10 games. But let's take a look at the stats. It's the best part. Kuzi, Ovi, both tied at 74 points. Nick Backstrom up to 70 points. John Carlson over a point per game. Connor Brown is having a great year. 55 points in 14 minutes time on ice in 62 games. Dylan Strome, 52 points, still stuck at that 84 overall, unfortunately. Sonny Milano, 43 points, again, having a really good, that third line, I guess Sonny Milano's on the second line. Tom Wilson, 41, Connor McMichael, slowed down a little bit, but still, third line is tearing it up, and he's only 81 overall. Dmitry Orlov, Kryzov's finally a plus player. Cody Glass, who is 81 overall still. Asplin, kind of how I expected. Protest, first year in the league. 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points. And then Fair of the Heat at the bottom there. And in the entire league, Connor McDavid leading the way by 1 point over Cole Caulfield. But, Ovi is actually not leading the league in goals this year. As of right now, Austin Matthews has 51 and 60. He's got 49 and 62. So he's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit here. But let's take a look at the defenseman and see if the Norris Trophy may be coming home. Okay, it's going to be a tight race till the end. It's going to be a tight race till the end between Tyson Barrie, even Cal McCarr, Tyson Barrie, Drew Doughty, John Carlson, and Tony DeAngelo, who doesn't have a superstar X Factor, but puts up tons of points every simulation here. That's it's going to be interesting. It's going to come down to it. But let's go to the trade deadline and just see what we got. We'll do our due diligence. I'm not planning on making any trades. Not planning on making any trades at all. I just want to see what's available. So Shea Theodore, who's on a very, very nice contract. Very nice contract. That would be a player. That would be a player, yeah. That would be a player to add. And only 28 years old. Timo Meier, Alex Pietrangelo, who 34, 4 years left at $8 million. Just wouldn't happen. Justin Falk, contract's not terrible. Torrey Krug, who else? Bo Horvat, Matt Duchene, incoming trade offer. I do not want Colin Miller. Thank you very much for your ask, though. Chandler Stevenson, who's up to an 87 overall on a very cheap contract. So definitely just a rental for him. Marchessault, and then Brett Pesce. Okay. Honestly, Pesce's not terrible either. But if I were able to swing a deal, I would do the Shea Theodore one 100%. But I don't think we have any value in that. Okay. Justin Schultz? No. Get me out of there. That's a terrible trade. Come on now. Let's go. It would have to be a first. It would have to be, they wanted a goalie back, so it would have to be this guy. Because I don't really have anything else to add. And it would have to be some sort of prospect too, where I literally don't have any prospects. I got Hendricks Lapierre, and I wouldn't even make this trade if it went through. Like, that's as close as we can get, so not going to make that. Another trade comes in. I don't want Kevin Labanc. Thank you very much. But we're going to finish off the simulation here, and I will see you at the end of the year. All right, all the way at the last game of the regular season now. Washington at Toronto. This may be for the Maurice Rocket Richard trophy, so I want to slow sim it, see who gets it done. And Evgeny Kuznetsov scores 13 seconds into the game to give Washington a 1-goal lead. First period, Joe Pavelski gets one, who is now on the Washington Capitals. Interesting, guess he doesn't want to win a Stanley Cup. Second period, Tom Wilson. So no goals from Ovi or Matthews yet. Will either of them break through in this third period? Washington getting outshot 26-22 right here. 2 power plays, unable to get it done though. 6 minutes. 5 minutes. A low-scoring game between these two teams is very rare, but Washington will take the 2-1 victory as Darcy Kemper. Just kidding. Lindgren stands on his head as he makes 33 saves on 34 shots with a beautiful .970 save percentage. What a hero out there. So that's gonna do it for the year. It looks like we did make the Stanley Cup playoffs, and Ovi really slowed down. There is zero chance that he won the Maurice Rocket Richard trophy with only 59 goals. Matthews had 51, so not very confident in that. But 47, 27, and 8. Third in our division, we're going to be playing the New Jersey Devils in round number 1. Goals for per game slightly came down, but goals against went down as well, which is really nice. Power play percentage, nice. Penalty kill, nice. Like it. The last 10, 4-4-2, so not coming to the playoffs the hottest. Same with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's go take a look at the stats, though, the best part of the video. So Ovi, 95, over a point per game, which is nice. Got Kuzi at 94, Nick Backstrom over a point per game. John Carlson finishes with 77. Don't know if that'll be enough to win the Norris Trophy, but the dog is going crazy right now. Then we have Connor Brown at 74. That's a crazy year for Connor Brown. 74 points. Last year he had, for San Jose, 14 points. I guess he got traded from Ottawa and then picked up in free agency, most likely, something along those lines. He's actually in Hershey's minors. So he's in, that's our minors, actually. Yeah, he played in minors last year until we traded him. He's actually a pretty good point-producing forward in this game. I should definitely keep him around a little bit more often, especially at 74 points. Dylan Strome, nice year, 66. Connor McMichael, 58 points. Tom Wilson, Sonny Milano. And then leading the league in points, Nathan McKinnon, and there it is, 63 for Austin Matthews. So we're unable to catch him. Crosby actually has a really good year where he puts up 56 goals, but not our best end to the season for Ovi. But we made the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're going up against the New Jersey Devils, who are 51, 27, and 4. Let's take a quick look at their roster before we end the video off here. Where are they? These Devils. Never played New Jersey in the playoffs so far, so it's going to be nice. Jesper Bratt, Vladdy Tarasenko, and Jack Hughes. Okay, our really good first line. Nico Hischier is up to a 90 overall. Dawson Mercer, 82. Andre Palat. Okay, they have a good team. Holtz on the third line, who's one of their young players they drafted, I believe, in 2020. 7th round, or 7th overall. Defensively, Dougie Hamilton's always going to be a problem. How well did he play this year? 65 points. Yep. Seems about right. And then in the cage, they got Mackenzie Blackwood and Vitek Vanacek. So our old goalie, Washington traded him in the offseason. Okay, but that's going to be the team. The New Jersey Devils. Washington Capitals. Round 1. Home ice advantage for the Devils. But we have Ovechkin. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.